One of the things that Dispenza talks about, and I believe the placebo effect, is that the story about this guy who has, I think it's lymphoma, and he reads about a drug trial in the newspaper about some new drug that's come out and they're doing trials for it, I think. And he goes into his doctor and he's like, I want to get into the trial. So he gets into the trial. He takes the drug. Sure enough, his tumors shrink like super fast, like this, I think maybe as fast as like 24 hours. These like big tumors in his neck go away. And of course, he's like ecstatic. He goes back in. He's like, oh my God, it's working so wonderfully. Thank God. And then they find out that the pharmaceutical company had committed fraud and they were basically giving people sugar water. It comes out in the news and the guy reads the story. And sure enough, his cancer comes back. And then there's like two more rounds of this stuff where they're like, oh, no, no. The pharmaceutical company is like, no, we've fixed it. It wasn't really sugar water. It was a deviation from this and this formula or whatever. So we've got this is the real like medicine we were trying to create. So the guy runs back into the doctor. They give him the new medicine. Sure enough, the cancer goes back down. And then sure enough, another article comes out and guess what? There was nothing in that medicine that would be active in a way that would treat cancer. And the poor guy, his cancer comes back, even though he knows.
What I remember is when he read this article that the drug didn't work, he relapses, gets the cancer again, goes back to his doctor. I think his doctor realized what was going on. I think this is the placebo effects. Don't worry, they came out with a new version of the drug. We're just going to give it to you and you'll be fine. Don't worry. He shot him up full of saline solution. So he literally didn't even give him the drug. And the guy thought it was the drug and he thought he was going to be okay. And so he was until it came out. Eventually, the company got sued. And so it was conclusively established in court that this didn't work. And that's when he had the final relapse and the poor guy died. It's pretty wild. What I remember is when he read this article that the drug didn't work, he relapses,